Ruby is a programming language that can be used to extend the power of Sketchup. Why would you want to do that anyway? Well, when you use Sketchup for a long time, you'll start to realize, well, it can't quite do that very well, or I could do that, but it would take me forever. That's where Ruby comes in. There's a lot of people who are using Sketchup who have more of a programmer's mind. And they sit down and they write tools that make it easier to use Sketchup. In fact, the people at Google use Ruby to make new features in Sketchup. One of the great new features in version 7 is dynamic components, and that was created with a Ruby script. Ruby functionality came out in version 4 of Sketchup around 2004. And since then, the Ruby community has grown to a really vibrant community of individuals who are contributing these scripts for everyone to use. You have to pay for some of the best Ruby scripts, but there are many other free Ruby scripts that are excellent, and there's really no reason why you shouldn't be using them. My philosophy in this video course is to stick to the free Ruby scripts so that everyone can participate. I'll be demonstrating dozens of Ruby scripts in due course. They're integrated into my outline. Let's see a Ruby script in action. Open up Preferences and go to the Extensions page. Here you'll find a list of extensions that are registered with Sketchup. Your list won't be quite as long by default. I've added a lot of the tools that I use as extensions, and I'll show you how to do that soon. You'll see Ruby script examples, utility tools, dynamic components, which are new in version 7, and the sandbox tools, which I believe came out in version 5. These were made by Google. You can see right down here. I'm going to go back up to the Ruby script examples. This is going to add several different tools. It will give us a new box tool on the draw menu, a plugin called Cost, and it will add some animation functionality to the camera menu. Let's try it out. I'll click this to load the Ruby script. If you are observant, maybe you notice that there's a new menu up here called Plugins that just appeared. I can close this window and check it out. There's a Cost plugin up here. On the Draw menu, there's a new item called Box. Let's try it out. We can type in a size and click OK, and it will generate the box. On the Camera menu, there's an additional item that was added here at the very bottom of the list. Let's spin the view and stop spinning. Now, some of these things are just examples so that programmers can use some of that code and create something even better. Now, what happens if we want to unload this extension? Go back to Preferences. It says it can't be dynamically unloaded. This is typical of all extensions. We won't see it the next time we start up Sketchup.